There are nice ones. They don't usually hang out in the bar all night and at the end of the night start vomiting at your feet.
Well, neither do I.
No, I'm just taking a list of elimination. They're not standing in 7-Eleven going, I want you.
What does that want to?
I want to buy that John suit. It's about the courage to find the woman you want to meet. They're everywhere. I can't stand when people say that. How do you meet a woman? You walk up and say, me man. It's basically never changed. And if they like you, they go, me like. And they go, and there you go. You know, this whole thing of how do you meet somebody? We're everywhere. What are you talking about? Where isn't there a human, right? It's how do you know it's the right one? Well, here's how. Ask her if she'll get you some soup and see what she does. And she goes across the street to 7-Eleven and comes back with that cheap dollar mix. You don't want it. Just messing with you.
Why don't you bring the Slurpee?
Yeah, she brings a bonus Slurpee guy, you consider it. But you know what I'm saying? That's how you find the right one. Put it in similar circumstances. The one she puts you in, put her in them too. Hey, listen, I like going out and watching the sun go down at night. You want to come with me? Sure, sure. You know what? I like what? I like watching salmon spawn. You want to come with me? Yeah, there you go. There's some compromise and it's nature, common theme. It's just common sense. Men, we lack common sense because in between our senses is the penis.
Yeah, that's right.
Somehow it always sneaks in. Right when we're getting it right, then all of a sudden the penis comes in. Hey, what about me? What about me? And it affects our thinking process with women. It really does. Okay, my married friends, what happens is it works in a lot of ways because the one thing men don't want to tell young guys because they don't want to wreck the human race carrying on. Is, yes, when you get married, there's going to be less sex. But here's my point. So what? It's like you haven't had enough. You spent half your life before 20 masturbating. You've been limited. You've let go enough sperm. Guys do a lot more nasty thing than women know. A lot of times they're in Europe, they get a prostitute stuff. Never a minute, they go into total denial. Because we have them. Can you imagine if women had prostitutes? Do you think they'd ever date our asses? Guys standing out in the corner, all muscular and wearing fucking boys' trunks, going out duty for $10. Christ, we'd never get laid. Thank God.
I know as it is, so I
It would reduce the odds of substantially if a woman could do that, and then, oh my God, what good would we be? You know, it's like, I'm just trying to be humble here. The bottom line is, once you get married and you're in a relationship, why isn't it sex is so important? You got other shit to do. You got children to raise, you got jobs, you got a house to keep, you can travel, there's connection, it's going out with friends, learning to cook together, swim together, fly together, learning how to be apart and be beautiful. Why does it all have to be about sex? And why did society make it that it's that way? Are you having sex twice a week in your marriage? Well, then it's a failed marriage. I'm just saying, what right do people have to say you should have sex this much to be in love? What we really learn as you get older, like I am, is you need connection. End of story. That's all it's all about. And if you have a pleasing connection that constantly spirals towards some kind of point of planned growth, planned joy, retirement plans, even though I hate those words too. You know, retirement, you have to retire at 55. Who says that? I'm not retiring at 55. No one, but everyone is, we gotta brainwash everyone. Brainwash, make it all work, make it, and it's also, we all can be controlled and blah, blah, blah. And the church wanted this done and that done so that people got married and had families, so they kept working to pay the church and to pay the state and blah, blah, blah. And now all these years later, we got a bunch of pissed off women and men masturbating on Viagra and can't keep a heart on. That's all that's happening. All these years later. Well, it's true. It's after all of this, look what we've achieved. Wah, wah, wah. Congratulations, all you amazing monarchs of power. It's all a joke. It's all a con. So my thing is, the only thing that's real is what you're looking for and can't find. I'm going to suggest you be patient. You're over 20. But I know you. I see you walk around. I see how you behave. You're a good person. Don't let society ruin that in you. Don't let it suck it out of you. And don't let some woman suck it out of you. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to meet a woman who then says, oh, thank you for the soup. You're the man of my dreams. And she's going to do sexual things to you you never thought were possible. You're going to lose so much body fluid, you're going to look like a prune. And then, you know what you'll say? I'm in love. That's what all young guys do. We all know it. They don't believe it. That's what they do. That's what you do. She'll do things to you, Jesus Christ, with her tongue. And then you'll think it's love.
My problem is that I think that far before any of that stuff happened.
Oh my God, that's funny. Okay, that's funny. That is a problem. We just want to get laid. Oh my God, you're pretty decent. You're funny.
Last word on the rating.
That was very honest. That's a problem I've never had. I was always like thinking I was a stud and I was a gift to woman and all this shit. I was totally lost in my ego and involved balls deep in everything I did. So I've never really had that. Instead I had the opposite. I thought I was so awesome that I never really actually enjoyed the moment. I conquered it. I wasn't in it. I wasn't a part of it. So I never really connected to a lot of women when I was your age. I just hit and ran. It was like stealing a base. But I never made it home. That's such a sick pun. The fact is, what I meant by I never made it home is I didn't feel complete inside. I didn't feel that what you want to feel, transcendence. That was the right word for you. It was totally the right word for you. Because I'll be honest and frank with you, Andrew being frank. Connecting with a woman is the most beautiful, transcendent feeling male energy can get on earth other than getting into a rocket and hitting the moon, which I still don't think they really get. There's nothing better than that feeling. So you're searching for the right thing. Does it have to be now? I thought I had beautiful moments when I was your age. And what I had moments of was conquering moments. If you can share a space and not have to talk and look at each other and smile, that's a beautiful feeling. If she can send you a text and you send back saying, I'm imagining you naked and this is what I'm doing to you, and she comes, that's a good feeling. Oh, I'm being blunt with you. This is what this night's all about. That's a good feeling. That's power. Oh my God, you feel like, yeah, that shit feels good. You know, if you can get her to have an orgasm on the phone. Now, if she can get you to have an orgasm on the phone, ooh, now you're a man. Hey, a woman sitting there talking dirty to you that you know damn well is really clean. She's a Christian, for God's sake. She wouldn't go and do that in church, but she's sure doing it on your phone. There's not a woman I met who doesn't like her ass slapped. We don't get this. You go to Japan, I don't get it. You go anywhere in the world, you can slap a woman's ass, and they love that shit. I never believed it. My brother would tell me that when I was 13. I thought he was joking. So now, then the women think the men like it as much. We don't give a shit about that. What are you doing? But we pretend we enjoy it because they're getting out. They're like, oh yeah, slapping your ass, and I'm gonna get limp in a minute here. Like, no, you don't. But I'll go through the motions of pretending I enjoy it for her. You go the extra mile for a woman you love. Why should you do that? Why do you go the extra mile? Because they'll go the extra 10 miles for you. You give a woman a mile of good, they'll give you 100 miles of good. That's the truth. You give your neighbor John or your buddy Fred good, they may return your lawnmower in a month. If you're lucky. And that's what you like about it. Because when you go get it, you can go get a beer with it. So it all works out. You know, knowing a meal is a totally different thing. You know, Fred, you borrowed my lawnmower a month ago. Yeah, but then I lent it to John. Oh, ow. You don't even get the beer, for God's sake. That's men. Woman, on the other hand, you do them well, you do them kindness, you do them good. Oh my God, they'll remember the day you met, the time you met, where you met. They'll remember what you wore. They'll remember what you wore the year after. They'll remember the date that you got married. They'll remember all your children's birthdays. They will cook for you on every one of these fucking occasions to make sure the house looks awesome. Because it makes them feel good. We don't do, we'll polish the car and drive ourselves around in it looking good and show up there looking good. A lot of men are like that. Yes, to this very day and age, we think we've done them a favor if, while they prepare everything, the meals, house, make sure guests are coming, remember birthdays, blah, 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 I'm going to go clean the car. I've contributed to this day. The car is clean. Something that's not going to be used and it'll be in the garage during the event. But I've been a part of this day. That's men. And I don't care what anybody says in the room. That is men worldwide. That is, we are trained to consider ourselves first. And women are here to serve us. They're here to satisfy us. We've all been trained in that. That is our whole goal, is to understand nothing about women, to tolerate them. I hate the word tolerance. You tolerate the mosquitoes in Africa. Tolerating women. Never seen a mosquito in Africa bring me breakfast in bed. I've seen it bring diseases that aren't godly, but I've never seen mosquitoes suck my dick, whatever. They, you know, I'm just saying straight up, women aren't to be tolerated, they're to be loved. And that's how I see it. I've always felt, maybe I was raised that way. I will say that my dad can be, he's Caribbean though, so I won't say I was raised that way, because actually I was quite a jerk. I had to learn it, and I learned it, should I tell the truth? Philippe, in Europe. Philippe was a gigolo when I was teaching skiing in Europe. He was an actual well-paid gigolo. This guy lived the life, and he was hilarious. And I would go out to Spanish bars with him, and he would teach me about women. He's the guy that changed my life and made me adore women. He's the one that taught me that why would you bite the hand that feeds you? And look how stupid men are. How does he end up screwing all these men's wives and get paid for it? Because they abused their women. So they would go to Philippe and pay him a lot of money to hump them and treat them right. And he was good at it. I mean, he could even style their hair, and he wasn't even gay. This guy was good at his job, and I respect a man who's good at his job. And this guy was good at his job. If you go to his house, he would have special towels for if they had special perms in their hair. This towel would make their hair wrap better or something. I didn't get all that crap, but he had it. But his room was Joe Macho room. He was also a man's man. Sports, football, soccer. We could go, we went boxing. He was trained in martial arts, spoke 6 languages. This guy was the shit. Of any man I've met on earth, he impressed me. He had women paying him, basically he made more than $1 million a year, to have sex and be nice to them, and he liked doing it. This guy had the best job on earth that I could pretty well fucking see. I couldn't see a better job than this. The women that were showing up, oh my God, just gorgeous, beautiful. How many of them men treated them like they're beautiful? Not none of them. How many of them have children? This is the shocking part. Half of them, even women with children, would come and pay him to spend 3 days with him just to feel good about themselves. This also taught me that women can be tricky.